you. friends, my sympathy to all of you today. I know this is a very sad moment, very tragic moment, when you lose someone you love, someone who's close to you. Toutes mes sympathies, mes condoléances à vous toutes, à vous tous ici aujourd'hui. Alors, pour débuter cette célébration de vie aujourd'hui, pour Marcel, Brouzes, je vais vous demander si vous avez des cellulaires, de bien vouloir les fermer. If you have a cell phone, would you please turn it off? And we will start with a first song chosen by the family. On va débuter avec une première pièce musicale choisie par Chris. Et on va prendre le temps pour penser justement à Marcel, penser à tous les bons moments. As we listen to the song, we will think of Marcel, of all those fun memories, you know, engraved in your heart where nobody can go except you. So we will take time to think of him.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. She's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. A feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. If we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter. coming and it won't go. In case you don't know, the piper's calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind?
Alors, mes amis, encore une fois, mes sympathies, my sincere condolences to all of you today. So we're here today to say goodbye to Marcel Brouzes and to commend his soul to the good Lord. In a few moments later, we'll bless the ashes, but you know, like me, we don't bless ashes. I'm really going to be blessing Marcel himself and asking the good Lord now to welcome him. Alors, mes amis, on est ici aujourd'hui pour dire au revoir à Marcel et pour confier son âme au Seigneur. Malheureusement, la mort, vous savez, c'est un grand mystère. Au fond, lorsqu'on parle de la mort, on a beaucoup plus de questions que de réponses. As a matter of fact, when we talk about death, we have more questions than we have answers. But even though we can't explain, we don't understand, we have to remember and believe that after death, there's something else. Otherwise, if everything would stop with death, life would make no sense at all, and death would make no sense. So today, as we say goodbye to Marcel, we have to believe that now we're starting this journey into a world which is just beyond our imagination. Qu'il commence maintenant ce grand voyage dans un monde, mes amis, qui dépasse notre imagination, mais dans un monde qui existe. Et c'est ça notre espérance ici aujourd'hui. Alors pour confier son âme, to commend his soul to the good Lord, I will start with an opening prayer. Seigneur notre Dieu, nous te recommandons aujourd'hui le repos de l'âme de notre frère Marcel Brouzes. Ton amour l'accompagne tout au long de sa vie. Délivre-le maintenant de tout mal et conduis-le maintenant auprès de toi, Seigneur, où il n'y a plus ni larmes, ni douleur, ni maladie, mais accorde à notre frère le repos et la paix. God of mercy and consolation, you are the Lord of the living and the dead, in your own final life and meaning. Lord, today life has come to an end for Marcel. Today, our hearts are broken. But despite our pain, despite our sorrow, we do thank you, Lord, for the life and the blessings that you've given to him. Je vais débuter avec un psaume. Le répond du psaume, c'est « Le Seigneur est mon berger, rien ne saurait me manquer ». Alors après chaque strophe, on peut reprendre ce répond ensemble. « Le Seigneur est mon berger, je ne manque de rien. Sur des prés d'herbes fraîches, il me fait reposer. Le Seigneur est mon berger, rien ne saurait me manquer. Il me mène vers les eaux tranquilles et me fait revivre. Il me conduit par le juste chemin pour l'honneur de son nom. Le Seigneur est mon berger, rien ne saurait me manquer. Grâce et bonheur m'accompagnent tous les jours de ma vie. J'habiterai la maison du Seigneur pour la durée de mes jours. Le Seigneur est mon berger, rien ne saurait me manquer. In English, it's the Lord is my shepherd, there's nothing I shall want. The Lord is my shepherd, there's nothing I shall want. Fresh and green are the pastures where gives me repose. Near restful waters he leads me to revive my drooping spirit. The Lord is my shepherd, there's nothing I shall want. He guides me along the right path. He is true to his name. If I should walk in the valley of darkness, no evil would I fear. You're there with your crook and your staff. With these you give me comfort. The Lord is my shepherd, there's nothing I shall want. Pour confier son âme au Seigneur, je vais maintenant proclamer un évangile. I will now do the reading of the gospel. I would ask you, would you please rise? Veuillez vous lever pour quelques instants, s'il vous plaît. Le Seigneur soit avec vous et avec vous. Évangile de Jésus-Christ selon Saint Jean. Gloire à toi, Seigneur. Alors Jésus passait de ce monde à son Père. Il disait à ses disciples, « Ne soyez donc pas bouleversés, vous croyez en Dieu, croyez aussi en moi. Dans la maison de mon Père, beaucoup peuvent trouver leur demeure. Sinon, est-ce que je vous aurais dit, je pars vous préparer une place. Quand je serai allé vous la préparer, je reviendrai vous prendre avec moi. Et là où je suis, vous y serez aussi. » Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust in me. There are many rooms in my Father's house. If there were not, I would have told you so. I'm now going to prepare a place for you, and after I've gone and prepared you a place, I shall return to take you with me." Acclamons la parole de Dieu. Louange à toi, Seigneur Jésus. Please be seated. Veuillez vous asseoir. Merci. My dear friends, whenever you lose someone you love, someone who's close to you, obviously it's you have to go through this grieving process, even though I understand that Marcel, for the last 20 years roughly, did not enjoy very good health. But still, aujourd'hui, c'est comme si le deuil refait surface. On est ici aujourd'hui pour dire un dernier au revoir à Marcel et pour confier son âme au Seigneur. Alors même si c'était un peu préparé, au fond, on n'est jamais préparé pour ça. On n'est jamais préparé à laisser partir une personne qu'on aime. Mais aujourd'hui, c'est une étape douloureuse et pénible. Et c'est pourquoi c'est important de s'accrocher à une certaine espérance et de croire que la mort, c'est un passage et non pas la fin. And I'm sure that all of you today, you have very fond memories of Marcel. Those memories engraved in your heart, but nobody can go except you. Well, death cannot erase those memories. La mort ne peut pas effacer ces souvenirs, ces bons moments. Alors, pour ajouter une touche un peu plus personnelle à cette célébration et rendre notre célébration plus signifiante, to make this celebration of his life more significant, I'm going to ask son Chris to come up to pay tribute to his dad. So, Chris, would you like to come up, please? Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to first start by thanking everyone for attending my father Marcel's celebration of life today. I'd like to give a special thanks to the family members from Arizona and Colorado who traveled thousands of miles to be here today. I'd like to extend that thanks to the Montreal and Elmer family who drove the distance and were able to make it out and celebrate with us today. Marcel met his second love of his life, Hélène Simard, and enjoyed the simple things in life, such as traveling, music, good food, and living the life to the fullest. Marcel was getting ready to retire when, unfortunately, at the age of 56, he was struck with 2 life-changing strokes that completely debilitated him. These strokes would then affect him, his partner, his family and friends for the next 20 years. In his later years, he no longer had much quality of life, which took a toll on him and his loved ones. In the early family years, he loved the family time, and back in the day, always up for activities and road trip adventures with his wife, Francine, and his children. Whether it was building snowmen in the front yard, cross-country skiing in the woods in the winter months, or spending time by the pool and camping during the summer months, he enjoyed all of that. He loved visiting family and friends whenever he could, either in Northern Ontario or the Southern States. He enjoyed being around loved ones and the activities that followed. He had worked for the federal government originally at CMHC as a regional building inspector before being transferred to NRC as a senior research technologist. His team was constantly testing new construction materials and improving the way we do construction today. He enjoyed the work he did and won multiple awards over the years. His passion for the outdoors was bar none. He loved activities such as barbecuing, fishing, hunting, boating, and camping were some of his favorites. Always looking to have the best of what he had, like he always said, ça pourrait toujours aller mieux, mais ça coûtera plus cher. In English, this means it could always be better, but it would cost more. I don't know what it is about this saying, but I must say I've made reference to this several times over the years. He was a very able man, and anything he chose, whether it was home renovations, construction, or tinkering away in the garage on the car or on the boat, he could fix it all. Kind of like a MacGyver, but without all the duct tape. At 76 years old, he finally succumbed to his illness. No more pain, no more suffering. Rest in peace, Dad. We love you. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Chris. And it's not easy coming up here and trying to, share the life of a person within about 5 or 6 minutes. But I'm sure all of you here today as well, you have very fond memories of him. Vous avez tous des beaux souvenirs, des bons moments gravés dans votre cœur. Alors, on va prendre le temps pour écouter une autre pièce musicale dans quelques instants. Puis on va penser à Marcel, penser à tous les bons moments, penser à tout ce qu'il a fait de beau, de grand, de spécial, d'extraordinaire sur la terre. Malgré ses limites, malgré ses imperfections. Vous savez, il n'y a personne de parfait sur la terre. Jusqu'à notre mort, nous n'arriverons jamais, jamais à atteindre la perfection. Sur cette terre, on fait de son mieux, on fait son possible, comme on dit. Alors lui aussi, Marcel, il a fait son possible. He had a mission in this world. And today, he leaves, mission accomplished. He did what he could with what he had. So as we listen to the next song, we will think of him and think of all the good times, all those fun memories.
You know my name. If I saw you in heaven, would it be the same? If I saw you in heaven, I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Time can bring you down, time can bend your knees. Time can break your heart, have you begging please, begging beyond the door. There's peace, I'm sure, and I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would you be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven.
So in a few moments, I'm going to be blessing the ashes and commending his soul to the good Lord. Like I said before, we have to believe that after death there's something else, even though we can't explain, even though we don't understand. We have to believe that now Marcel is starting this journey into a world which is just beyond our imagination. Alors c'est ça notre espérance ici, mes amis, de croire qu'après la mort, la vie continue et que maintenant Marcel entreprend ce grand voyage dans ce monde qui dépasse notre imagination. Obviously, one of the questions we always ask is, I get asked anyway because I do pastoral work in hospitals, in Montreal for 15 years, now in Ottawa as well, in palliative care. And when I accompany people in palliative care, people are close to death. And usually sometimes a couple of hours before passing away, a patient or two usually ask me the same questions. They'll say to me, well, we always say that after death is life. What can we expect? Do we have an idea what it's like? Obviously, I don't. I don't have the answer. But you know what? I use an analogy. I talk about the greatness of the universe. According to the Space Center down in the States, there are billions of stars out there within our galaxy where our planet Earth is right now. But only 5,776 stars are visible at the naked eye. The other stars, we don't see them. Now, if you wanted to reach the closest star at the speed of light, which is roughly about 300,000 kilometers per second, it would take about 4 years. If you wanted to reach the furthest star within our galaxy at the speed of light, it would take you about 100,000 years. That's just one galaxy. Outside of that galaxy, within our universe, there are trillions of galaxies out there, my friend. And the number trillion, you could put number 1 and 18 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 18 times. So to those people who ask me, when can we expect after death? Well, I say, for it in this world, we know a universe which is just beyond our imagination, which is just mind-boggling. I believe that after death, it can be a state of life which is just beyond our imagination. It's always a great mystery. There's a lot of mysteries in our world, my friend. Don't try to figure them out. Right now, you're seated. You think everything is nothing is moving. You're just, seated in your seat. But guess what? In 24 hours, you and I, we will have covered about 40,000 kilometers. Because the Earth rotates on itself, and in 365 days, we will have gone around the sun. So if somebody ever says to you, hey, listen, you're always sitting down watching TV, you say, hold on now, I'm traveling at a speed of 1,700 kilometers per hour. Et je peux vous dire qu'il n'y a pas un policier qui est capable de vous donner une contravention. Alors voilà, il y a bien des mystères dans notre monde qui vont toujours nous dépasser. Alors aujourd'hui, on est en face d'un grand mystère, même si on ne comprend pas. On peut s'accrocher à une certaine espérance et de croire que la mort, c'est un passage et non pas la fin. Vous savez, je regardais hier justement les funérailles du pape Benoît XVI à Rome. Il y a quelques années, je l'ai rencontré. Je suis ici avec le pape Benoît XVI. Et au mois de juillet, j'ai rencontré le pape François quand il est venu au Canada. Et j'ai donné la main au pape François. Quand on rencontre un pape, il dit qu'on est en mesure de transmettre sa bénédiction apostolique. In July, the Pope Francis was in Canada. And I met Pope Francis. So when you meet a pope, he says you can always share his papal blessing. So as I bless Marcel in a few moments, I will share this papal blessing. And ask the good Lord now to welcome him into his kingdom of peace, love, and joy. He had a tough time for the last 20 years. Well, now he's in a place, my dear friends, where there's no sorrow, no pain, no problems. He will now enjoy life for eternity. During our lifetime, we're all used to, subscribing insurance policies. Okay, we take an insurance policy for the car, for the house, for disability, for life insurance, and every year we have to pay premiums, and the premiums usually go up. And for example, when we talk about life insurance, it's based on the principle that at the end of life there's death. Well, today is getting what we call a new insurance policy, that after death there's life, contrary to the kind of policies we have in this world, where it goes to death and then through life and then it's death. Now he's getting an insurance where he doesn't have to pay any premiums now. He's into a world where he will enjoy life for eternity. This is our belief here today, even though we don't understand, we can't explain. So in a few moments, I will commend his soul to the good Lord. And also, when you lose someone you love, someone who's close to you, it reminds us how it's important to, hug the people around us, cherish the people around us. I know we're all very busy. We all have very busy agendas. But life is very fragile. We don't know what the future holds. I'm here today. I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow morning. I have no control on that one. So always take time for the people we love. Don't wait for tomorrow to say I love you. tomorrow may be too late. We all have 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes per hour, and 60 seconds per minute. Once that day is gone, that time disappears and will never come back again. I can't say, oh, yesterday I didn't use a couple of hours, I'd like to get them back. It doesn't work like that, my friends. Prenons toujours le temps de chérir les gens autour de nous. Parce qu'on ne connaît pas l'avenir, la vie est fragile. Oui, je sais qu'on est tous très, très occupés, on a tous des agendas très, très chargés. Mais même ça, je me souviens quand j'étais à Montréal, on disait métro, boulot, dodo. Quand je suis à Gatineau, j'ai dit auto, STO, boulot, dodo. Prenons toujours le temps de chérir les gens autour de nous. Because life is fragile, we don't know what the future holds. So I'm not going to commend his soul to the good Lord. To do that, we say the Lord's Prayer. Et si vous parlez français, c'est la prière du Notre Père. And in English, it's the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Obviously, COVID has changed our lives. If 3 years ago I walked into the bank with my mask, they would have kicked me out and called the police. During COVID, if I walk into the bank without my mask, they kick me out. Et maintenant, j'ai l'option. So what's the story behind all this? We have this capacity to adapt. Yes, sometimes we have to go for difficult moments, difficult times, but human being has this capacity to adapt. And again, today, oui, vous avez une épreuve difficile, mais encore, il faut espérer. Justement, notre espérance chrétienne, c'est de croire que la mort, c'est un passage et non pas la fin. Alors, je vais maintenant confier son âme au Seigneur. Into your hands, O Lord, we humbly entrust the soul of Marcel. In this world, you embrace him with your tender love. Continue to protect him and bid him eternal life. Seigneur notre Dieu, nous te recommandons le repos d'âme de notre frère Marcel. Nous te demandons maintenant de l'accueillir dans ton royaume de paix et de bonheur, où la vie est finie. Amen. So, my friends, I've just commended his soul to the good Lord. Also, when I accompany people in palliative care, sometimes they are worried. They'll say to me, gee, what's going to happen to me? Did I do all my best in this world? I always remind them that in this world, we do our best. Nobody's perfect. Until we die, we'll never be perfect. Trust me. There was only one who was perfect, and he was crucified. You don't want to go down that road. So in this world, we do our best, but we can count on a God who's full of mercy, full of compassion, always ready to turn the page and say, let's start over again. So this is the kind of God he's meeting now. Not a judge, not a stranger, but a friend. Our good Lord is a friend. He's a dad. The day was baptized, we become children of God. Alors mes amis, c'est ça notre assurance aujourd'hui, qu'il s'en va rencontrer un Dieu qui est miséricordieux, qui nous aime comme nous sommes, avec nos qualités, mais aussi avec nos défauts et nos fragilités. Also, when I accompany people in palliative care, sometimes I do accompany little children, and sometimes they question me when I say, well, grandfather, your grandmother is now gone into another world, into a better world, they're together. Well, they say, well, how come? Well, they're not with us anymore. And I use another analogy. I talk about when I grew up on a small island, right in the middle of the ocean, the blue sea, the blue sky, the blue waves, and I've heard it before. When did I leave? Okay. The answer, next week, okay. And I used to go to the beach very often. And at the beach, we'll see those big ships, cruising towards the horizon with all the passengers on board. And eventually, with the naked eye, you don't see the ship anymore. Has the ship disappeared? No, you know the answer. You've been on vacation. Even though we can't see the ship anymore, the ship now continues the journey, goes to another city, to another country, to another port. On one side of the horizon, we say the ship is gone. And on the other side of the horizon, people say, oh, there's a ship coming. It's the same ship, not two ships. This is what we believe here today. As we say, Marcel is gone. People have already been there, have already traveled. Says, Marcel is coming, just like the ship. So when you're going to think of him, think of the ship. Even though you can't see him physically, spiritually still there. Et c'est ça notre espérance, mes amis, qu'un peu comme le bateau qui s'en va à l'horizon, à côté on ne voit plus le bateau, mais le bateau est toujours là. D'un côté de l'horizon, on dit « Ah, le bateau est parti ». Et de l'autre côté de l'horizon, on dit « Ah, il y a un bateau qui s'en vient ». Et c'est ça ici un peu aujourd'hui. Même si on ne le voit plus physiquement, ben, spirituellement, il est là. And I think if we could hear him today, he will say something like this to you. Remember that those who've gone away have only gone into a brighter day. For this is a journey we must all take alone, a step on the road to our new home. If sorrow or pain are in sight, do not give up the fight. Do not cry for a soul set free. It's all part of the Master's plan for me. But if you need to cry, put your trust in the one above the sky. And if you need me, call me. I will be there. Because now I can be anywhere. No matter how far you are, makes no difference where you are. Even though I may seem far, I'll never be too far. So this is our hope here today. C'est ça notre espérance, mes amis, de croire qu'après la mort, la vie continue. Il fallait que tout arrête avec la mort, ben la vie serait cruelle. Et la mort serait cruelle. J'ai fait de la pastorale dans les hôpitaux, puis je peux vous dire qu'il y a des gens qui sont malades toute leur vie. Il y a des gens qui sont handicapés toute leur vie. Il fallait que tout arrête avec la mort. Ben la vie serait cruelle. Et la mort serait cruelle. Alors même si on ne comprend pas, on peut s'accrocher à cette espérance. Encore une fois, toutes mes sympathies, my sincere condolences to all of you today. So in a few moments we will listen to a last song. And again, as we listen to the last song, we can think of Marcel, of all those great moments, think of all those fun memories. C'est certain qu'un deuil, mes amis, ça va chercher les sentiments et les émotions. Mais ça fait partie du deuil. So once more, my sympathy to all of you, my sincere condolences to all of you. And as we listen to the last song. Merci. Alors, mes amis, encore une fois, mes sympathies, mes condoléances. Je t'inviterai avant de sortir. Vous pouvez aller dire un dernier revoir. You can pay your last respect before you leave. That will be your way to say goodbye to Marcel.
Thank you.